Oh, no. I was... So, oh yeah. I was going to mention about Trails. Have you considered playing the Chinese version of Trails? That could be a fun one. There's a... It's... What is it called? It's, Oh. Oh, there's the one we need. Oh, I was just talking about, like, it's called Trails in the Sky in English, and it's called 空之轨迹. Is it 轨迹, right? Yeah, 轨迹, yeah. 空之轨迹 in Chinese. And it's Sora no Kiseki in Japanese, but it's the same. 轨迹 is Kiseki. And, like, there's it's a Japanese series, but for the most part, it's also almost all the games are also in Chinese as well. And, like, apparently they're really good. But the sad thing is the English world is stuck on what? The game, one of the older games. They're about 6 games behind now at this point. So I was just saying, if you wanted to play something like that, that would be fun. I heard it's really good. But I might do a stream for it someday. I'm thinking about it. Though there are other games that are more of a priority. And because the first game, Sora no Kiseki #1, is already out in English, so there's not as much of a pressing need. But the games after that are totally, like, different, and they're totally not. They're not even in English yet. So, and by the time the English translators get to the second game, who knows how many games will be out by then. But anyway, let me continue the story. So anyway, oh no, it got away. Don't worry, Null. I know how to handle feisty little things. Come here, critter. We've got it cornered. We caught the fluffy bug. By the way, Kyle, what was that remark about knowing how to handle feisty things? Just, I don't know what that word means. Uh-huh. Remind me to define it for you the next time you try to make the moves on me. Not that I'm admitting to being feisty or anything. Okay, Jessica, I see what you did there. XJ 2. Oh yeah, there is a 5. Oh, Wu. That could be in. That's also a good. That's an. Oh wow, you're gonna skip 3 and 4. I actually saw a pay. I know, right? So much to do solo time. It was just a suggestion. You're actually gonna go. I guess let me know if the Gujian games are actually pretty good. I don't know. I wasn't really impressed, but maybe the story gets better magically. I mean, it had to have some popularity if they did a TV series on it. So in any case, if someone's wondering what Gujian, the Gujian, the series she's referring to, it's called Gujian Qitan. And it's actually it was made into a TV series this summer, so it was on Baidu and like on Youku. There was a lot of viewers for that thing. I wasn't really particularly interested, but I don't know. I was kind of turned off by the game itself, but I only saw a let's play of it, and seemed okay. Yeah, it might have been fun. I don't know. First one I played was 3. Never played the first or second games. Oh, I see. So you're kind of running back in time. I actually saw a little of a playthrough of 4. Actually, that looked also, the story for that looks really good, and the dialogue's really good for that too. Pretty funny sometimes. When we get to that game, I'll be able to elaborate more. For now, I'll just keep it to that. And let's talk about Null first before I start talking about other random games that have nothing to do with the stream. Alex, this has to be the biggest carrot in the history of veggies. And since bigger is better, let's take a bite. Oh, that thing tastes like a pair of mildewed socks. That's what you get for eating someone else's food without permission, greedy guts. And how do you know what your socks taste like anyway? So that's why the botanist said not to eat anything out here. Huh. Alright, so we've gotten the fluffy bug. We can actually leave the dungeon. I could use the dragon wing, or I could use what was it called again? I could use not Alex. I could use Jessica's move, which allows me to escape the dungeons. So she has a magic spell that's called Escape Litany, and it allows you to escape from dungeons. So it's like the guide bee in Shenzhen, or go home in Persona 4, or I forgot what it's called in. I think I got everything. Oh boy. Bye bye. Maybe I should just use that. Oh, you have a reading problem. No kidding. Oh, reading. I mean, I don't mean to say that you should have a reading problem. I'll just use Flash Cut. I'm on my way out, so I don't need as much to conserve my MP as much. Regular attack. Kyle's moves are not great in AoEs, even though he's actually physically stronger than most of the characters. Most of your party members. Poke. I can't defend that. Flash Cut is so good, and it does so much damage, even though it takes a lot of MP. Yeah, it's harder to play if you're not the I guess reading problem with Chinese games, it's like, I'm just gonna let this fly, just continue running around me. I'll just use escape. I could use escape litany. Nah, never mind. I'll just see if I can get a little more EXP out of this, because the next area is, yeah, that lightning thing is a new move. It's called lightning thrust. I'll just use it. I'll just use him as these flies as an example. It's Nash's new move. It's pretty good, and although it consumes more of his MP to do it. Flash Cut and Thunder Thrust hits everything, even though it costs 18. He's not going to be able to use it after this turn. Oh, I don't know. Power Sweep. Power Sweep's not good. Not really good, because Kyle has to be next to the thing to do it. He's much better off just attacking, and Jessica just has no attack magic, so she's better off just smacking them in the face. She's actually a pretty good healer. If she had more MP, I would use her a bit. I would feel a little better, but I guess you can't have it all. Flash Cut. Flash Cut's very good move too. But all these cost MP. Whew, we're free. We're out of the dungeon. I think I already went through the entire place and I got all the... what do I say? All the magic chests. All the treasure chests. Just save here. Of course, we're gonna wait 1,000,000 years for the thing to... So much for the PlayStation. So anyway, I found out that game I was talking about, Palette, which I talked about in the Reading English 2, reading in general. Huh. Is it just like... Do you have like not a learning... What do I call it? Like a... Is it a learning disorder, or... I don't know. Like... Anyway. Hold on, let me talk to this guy. We have the fluffy bug now. This is probably all we need. Yay! You brought the fluffy bug, and just in time. The balloon is complete. If you would be so kind. Here's the fluffy bug. We just have to wait. Because I couldn't read it. Huh, I see. Is it just Is it just that you have do you have a learning disorder? I don't know what it's called. Like, I don't want to say learning disability. I know some people are offended by use of that kind of terminology, but that's the only thing that could come to mind. The fluffy bug has been installed, but according to my calculations, the balloon won't be completely inflated until tomorrow morning. Why don't you spend the night here? It's not exactly luxurious, but at least it's free. Oh, I thank you, sir. Don't worry, bud. Compared to some of the places I've slept, your house is a luxury suite. I think we could all use some rest. Shira, we'd be glad to stay here tonight. Oh, thank you. I thought reading disorder was something you were born with. I did this problem 6 years ago. That's interesting. I don't know. I honestly don't know enough about that field, so I wouldn't be able to tell you any better. I mean, have you considered? Well, I mean, it's kind of up to you. It's kind of. I don't know who you would talk to for that kind of stuff. So we're gonna wait for. I couldn't finish a big book within a week. Good morning, everyone. The balloon should be just about inflated, and you'll be ready to travel to the volcano and the frontier. Yay. That's not inflated. What happened? I double and triple checked my calculations. This balloon should be bursting at the seams by now. Let me rephrase that. Alex, how are we ever going to reach the red dragon? Ah! Excellent! The inflation is complete. So I can jump to that and get onto the boat. I'm going to save here. Yeah, maybe you should talk to, I don't know, is it a psychiatrist or a psychologist would probably be the best person for that. Like, that's, I mean, that's like, it's a, that's really interesting. Is it just that you can't concentrate, or the words blur to you, or it just becomes really unclear? I don't know how, that works. Anyway, let's talk to. Are you all ready for takeoff? I think we're ready. Let's do this. Wait. Actually, oh, you have an errand run? Please hurry. I don't know how much longer the balloon will stay inflated. So let me go. This would actually be a great opportunity. Do this. And to buy more items. They just ignore me. That's really sad. And it shouldn't be that way too. Like this kind of stuff should be taken very, very seriously. So I don't know. That's really bad. Don't buy too much. You don't want to weigh down the balloon. How did people know I'm going on the balloon? Oh, right. I guess this town isn't really big, so frankly, they're excited to see me do things. White bracelet. Yeah, it sucks now compared to what you already have. Bye, 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 bye. Huh. Huh, that's really... It sounds like it's a... Thank you very much. Enjoy your flight. No, let's see. Maybe... I don't think there's anything else I can buy here. That's the only shop in town, so I can talk to... yeah, I don't know, Null just tapped on it and it inflated. Huh, when you see how it gets... Maybe it's, I don't know, it might be a brain thing. I don't know if you should, maybe you should see a doctor and check if your brain is okay. I honestly don't know how it works. So maybe I'm not, my advice is kind of, is unqualified, so to speak. But anyway, let's talk to this guy. Are you all ready for takeoff? Yes, we're ready. I don't know how much time I have. I might have only like 15 more minutes, but it's okay. All aboard everyone. Plenty of room for 5 people and 1 animal. I hope the red dragon isn't too intimidated by my good looks. This doesn't look very different from steering a ship, so I'll take the controls. It's such a strange feeling to fly without using magic. Isn't this fun? Isn't this fun? Great fun, Nash? Sure.